Hello everyone, my name is Yeonwoo and I will be presenting about my experience of participant observation in an event club or event circle in Doshisha University. These are the table of contents. I will first be talking about the proposal and expectations. Then I will be talking about observations and my personal experiences as engaging in a participant observation. And then I'll be talking about my feelings and thoughts. Next, I'll be reflecting of participant observation. And finally, I'll be talking about the conclusion and what I've learned through this experience. Let's jump into the proposal and expectations. As you can see on the screen, this is my participant observation proposal, and this was what I have planned. I've planned to observe an evento sakura, which is an event club meeting that I haven't attended before, and I was planning to interact with people, make new friends, and observe what happened during the event. And I also considered this as an opportunity for myself to step out of my comfort zone, which was one of the challenges that we did at the beginning of our courses. The ethnographic toolkit that I envisioned using was event analysis, social network analysis, sound and video recording, photography, collecting stories, learning the language. During the event, I did learn some language from the friends that I've made. I've collected multiple stories. I made a lot of conversation with people who participated in the event, and I used many ethnographic toolkit that I've planned to use, except for sound and video recording, but I managed to take photos, so I'll be showing a photo that I took during the event at the middle of the presentation. So I'll be talking more deeply about my observations and experiences by attending the event circle. The activities of that day when I participated in the event circle were like a simple social party. Since the circle was newly formed, many people didn't know each other, so the party was an opportunity for people to get to know each other. Although it was an event circle, my friend who invited me mentioned that it was a sample circle. So I initially thought that the main focus of the circle was to go hiking or walk around Kyoto. However, according to my friend, a key informant, the event circle was actually created with the purpose of making friends and organizing parties rather than focusing on hiking or going sample. So it was just a pretext to make the club activities appear more productive. I found this interesting and was curious to hear the opinions of the people who joined, whether they considered this circle more as a place to make friends and participate in parties rather than for the purpose of hiking. We gathered at a bar near Shijo Station, not at school, as the venue for the event. Since it was called a party, I expected there would be alcohol, but we didn't drink alcohol during the main event. We simply played small games like bingo led by executives and had time to socialize. The participation fee, which was approximately 2,500 yen per person, seemed to be used for beverages, snacks, game prizes, and renting the venue. When socializing, we mainly did brief self-introductions, exchanged Instagram accounts, and didn't engage in deep conversations. It seemed like around 70 to 80 people attended the party. After the party, those of us who became close gathered to go to a nomikai. As it was a circle focused on fostering friendships, it felt like even going to the nomikai was also considered part of the club activity. It was an extension of socializing. At the nomikai, we had a meal, drank alcohol, and had casual conversations. I was able to ask some questions to my new friends during this time, such as whether they considered the circle as a literal sampo sakura or an event circle to make friends and participate in parties, or even about their personal lives. At the nomikai, there were about 10 people in one room, but since the table was too long, I was able to make conversations with about 5 people. For the first question, it was surprising to realize that most of my friends just wanted to make friends, and that was the main purpose of the reason to join the club. Although one person who was a Korean girl like me said that she both wanted to make friends and do sambo to develop her strength and physical abilities. And also it was interesting to hear many different personal lives, such as what baido they are doing or what gakubu or major they are doing right now. So next, I will be moving on with my feelings and thoughts throughout this experience. So while I was doing participant observation, I felt a sense of burden doing the activities because I was impatient, as I felt like I had to realize something through this activity. But as I wasn't fluent in Japanese, I felt a bit frustrated, and I wished I could have deeper conversations, but I was a little bit limited to superficial conversations, which left me a little bit disappointed. However, since I didn't have many opportunities to make friends outside of ILA after coming to Japan, it was fascinating to meet a more diverse group of friends. Moreover, as I engaged in conversations and moved away from my preconceptions and biases that I had about Japanese culture before wearing the hat of an anthropologist, I learned many new things. Now that I am more aware that culture cannot be separated through countries, and that as anthropologists, we should try to keep our perspectives unbiased as possible. Moving on to the reflection of participant observation. The difference between participation compared to just observing was that participating in an participant observation really helps researchers to introspect and examine their own biases and assumptions. Through active involvement, researchers can also acquire valuable insights into how their presence and actions impact the group dynamics, cultivating self-awareness when interpreting the observed phenomena. And for the question, what purposes might an interview, survey, document, study, or other research method could be more effective approach than participant observation? To that question, my answer would be in cases where the research involves a large amount of participants or a wide-ranging population, conducting participant observation might be a bit difficult to engage with all of the individuals in that population. So it would be more efficient and easier to collect data from large sample sizes by conducting surveys or questionnaires. Also, objective measurements could be needed in certain types of research. So in that case, surveys and document analysis would be a better way than doing participant observation. Overall, I really enjoyed doing participant observation, although there were some of the things that I felt like I could do better, or I wished that I could have more opportunities to speak in depth because there were very limited time. But I am looking forward to do another participant observation in the future. Thank you for listening to my presentation.